I'm going to make the analysis on the USD card. You are welcome again, traders, to a new week. So let's go today into the USD card. I'm spotting right now an entry opportunity, and I'd love to share it with you here because I'll be entering this trade on my prop firm. I was kind of like drawn into this trade at first, but I have to wait for my setup to be met, my criteria to be met, and blessed to God I didn't enter the trade. Now it's coming back to my entry point right now. So I'd love to show you my entry point. And the previous prop firm account which I was trading, it was breached due to some crazy stuff I tried on it. So I still got another one for this one is for the February, this one is for March. So I got this one, the last one I got, so I logged in for the March account. So because I told you I'll be getting a 5k account from Melbourne every month, so this one I took now is for the March. I'll be entering this trade once my criteria is met on that prop firm, on that account. So guys, let's go into the chart and let me show you what I'm seeing here, right here on the USD card. Okay, so here is the USD card, and all we are going to do here is to determine the trend. All we are going to do on the USD card here is to determine the trend, look for the area, our point of interest, then we'll enter the trade, leave the rest for what is going to happen, just expecting an outcome. Any outcome that comes with the setup, it's fine. What we just have to do is just to place the trade at our area of interest. That's how we trade, the retest zone, then wait for the outcome. So that's what we are going to do here. I'm going to remove these drawings. Okay, so here let's go to the daily time frame. I would love us to start from the daily time frame. Let's start from the daily time frame. So this is the daily time frame on the USD card here. And on the daily time frame, I would love us to go on the line charts. Let's determine the trend on the line charts. So this is the trend on the line chart or on the daily. So it was kind of like bullish here. It was kind of like bullish from this zone. So let's just focus on this immediate zone. This was the last low. As we all can see, this was the last low, and this last low was taken out already. So we can see we are bearish right now. We are bearish, and we can see a failed high here. And since this failed high, we can see there is no new high, so we are bearish here. We can also see there is a break here, then a retest. This was the first one. So after that, you can see this is another break of the structure here on the daily time frame. So after we know that we are bearish now on the daily time frame, what are we looking forward to now? Let's go to the 4 hour also. Let's go to the 4 hour, determine the trend on the 4 hour time frame now. So here is the 4 hour. Here is the 4 hour line chart. On the line chart here, you can see. So let's go to, we can call here the break of the structure on the 4 hour. We can call this zone the break of the structure on the 4 hour. You can see here to the downside. So this was the last high. This is the last high, which made the equal high here. So we made a kind of like a fail high, which is an equal high. I'll call it an equal high here. So I'll call it like in form of like an equal high here. So after the equal high, what can we see? We can see this is a previous high, which didn't come to break this high. So you can see there is a break here on the 4 hour. So this is a change of structure. We are also bearish here. Regardless of this break of the structure, this is a kind of like just a counter trend. We are not going to like focus our attention more on this right now. So all we are going to focus our attention on is this current trend which we are on. We are going by the daily time frame. So we'll come turn bearish. After we take out this high. So for now, we can say we are bearish on the 4 hour, and the daily we are bearish also. So let's go also here So this is the daily, and I'll go on the line chart right now. I'll go on the candle chart. So I'll go on the candle chart now. This is the daily TF. This is the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I'd love to show you some I'd love to also show you a trend line here, which I've used before, and I can see it here. This is the inner trend line. I'll call this one the inner trend line. I will also have some kind of like outer trend line here. So I have some kind of like an outer trend line here. The price of the USD card have broken this trend line, the inner trend line. So you can see it after the break. You can see there is a retest on that zone. You can see there is a retest on that zone, on that particular zone, forming an equal high here. Forming an equal high here after the break and the retest there. So formed. So you can see after the break and the retest on that zone. So right now we are going to move our trend line from that zone to this particular zone. So we can see also that there is a break, and this trend line have been holding for some time now. So it has been holding since October 2024. So the trend line have been holding for some month, like 5 months, and yeah, so it's break now, and we can see also the retest here. After the retest, we can see there's a push back down. So if we should still bring it here, this particular zone, we'll see a retest on that particular zone again before we come again to break. So break will be going down, be breaking to this next resistance zone. So this is my thought process on this trade. So I'll bring it back. So that's how we'll be breaking the lower trend lines. That's how we'll be breaking it lower. So we come to this particular one. So that's where I'll be expecting to take a profit for this trade. So we are bearish, as we said. So what are we looking for now? We know we are bearish now. So all I'm looking for now, I'm looking for my point of interest. There is no, I don't just want to complicate anything here. I'm following the trend, what the market is doing. That's what I'm following. If the market is bearish, there is no need of doing anything again. The market is telling me that, oh, I'm bearish here. So if you are bearish, I'm looking for a point to sell. So even if I sell and you go to my SL, I'm fine. I just trade what I see. You know, I trade what I see here, what the market is telling me, what the market is communicating at the moment. That's what I trade. So whatever way it goes, that's the outcome is not to me. You know, the outcome is not, I don't concern myself with the outcome. So all I will do right now is look for a subsequent touch in between these two zones, in between the previous high. I'll look for a subsequent retest on in between these two zones. So in between the highs and the previous high and the previous low. So I'll look for a subsequent touch where the market have retested to several times. So that's what I'm looking for right now. So, and for that, I can see this zone, this particular zone. There have been subsequent retest on this zone. This particular zone, there have been subsequent retest on this zone. So I'm going to draw it to fit. I'm going to draw a rectangle box to fit in. I'm going to draw a rectangle box to fit in the candles and other stuffs here. So I'll also keep this one. I'll keep this one also beneath here. Then my tools, I can draw from this end. I can draw from this end. You can see there's a lot of retest around these zones. So, and I can also draw it to this end. So there is a lot of retest around these zones. You can see, right? You can see there is a lot of retest around this zone. Whenever the market comes here, you can see there is a retest and there is a move. All I'm going to do is to draw my box here on this retest point. So this will be my area of interest. This will now be my area of interest. let me just drag it to this side to make it just clear and simple. So I'm dragging it here to make it clear and simple. Okay, so this is our area of interest. So we'll be waiting for the price to tap in here. Then what we are going to do, we are going to sell again to this low. We are going to this should be our TP1. This particular zone will be our TP1, like this psychological level 1.4000 will be our TP1. Then from there we can be selling to this psychological level 37000. You can see it here. So that's what we are expecting. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour time frame I would love to determine the break of the 4-hour, the break of the change of character on the 4-hour. So when I determine there also, I'll be expecting the market to tap in the change of character on the 4-hour. Then after that, to see the change the tap in also, that's a confirmation for us. So let's check out for the break of character on the 4-hour. So let's delete most of these stuffs. We have used this one to determine our area, so we don't need much noise here. Same as you, we're done with you. So let's go on the line chart so we can check out for the 4-hour. So we can see that this particular zone, this is the 4-hour change of character on here. So this is the 4-hour change of character. We'll also love to add there to our confirmation. So whenever the market tap in on the change of character there, and you can see that that same change of character is where our area of interest is, and also that particular zone is where our area of interest is. So let's go back to the line charts. Okay, so this is the line chart. So we'll be expecting the market to tap in there also, particularly. So you can see that that particular zone also is our area of interest. That's our area of interest, and that's the 4-hour change of character. So you can see, so here is the daily so break that respect the zone. I'll still be expecting. So I was trying to enter from this zone, but I have to wait for this market to correct back, because we have multiple confluence here. One, this area is our 4-hour change of character point, is also our point of interest. So that's two confluence, and it's also our trend line. If you remember this trend line I drew, is also a retest point for the trend line. So after the trend line retest, we will also see a push. That's trade confirmation. So let's use our Fibonacci tool also for the confirmation on this trade. That's like a trade confluence now on the same zone. So let's use our Fib retracement tool. So we'll be dragging the Fib retracement tool from here. If we don't get what we want, then we'll take it to the first high, which is here. So okay, we have respect this zone. As you can see, this first cycle level. So we have respect this zone, this first cycle level. So we respect this zone, this first cycle level. So all we have to do now is to drag it again to the first one, which is this. So this is what we're expecting now. So is in between our cycle level 78, 61 and the 50%. So it's also at that particular zone, it's also at that particular point. So we might see a candle wick around there, rejection around this zone. Might see a candle rejection or a wick around this zone. Then all we are going to do, we'll go down to the lower time frame. So go down to the lower time frame, I will see a kind of like a nice change of character on the 30-minute or the 50-minute. We'll definitely use the 30-minute, a nice change of character and some confirmation candle there. Then we are going to enter from that zone. We will be going short from that zone. Then this will be our first take profit. So I'm going to use also my fib retracement zone. So you can see that we have 4 confluence on that particular zone, so we'll be using that zone. We'll be using that zone for our sell confirmation, our sell entry, whichever way it goes, that doesn't matter. So I'll be using my fib retracement zone for that particular, for my entry confirmation also. So I'll be dragging from the bottom to the top. So this should be my first. This will be the TP1. So TP2 will be around here. This fib level 127. This fib level 127.02. So this will be the TP2. So this is what it is here. This is what it is here. Our SL will be around this zone. Going to set our SL around here. So we have free test on this point. We have free test on this whole point. So there is no need for our SL to be there. So our SL is going to be above here. Our SL is going to be above here. Our SL is going to be above here. So once you see a good candle confirmation in here, we are going to sell. So this is how it's going to be on the USD card. You can watch out for this trade. If you are early to enter this trade, just look for, go down on the lower time frame. So this is the 4-hour. Let's not use the 4-hour for our entry confirmation. Let's go down to the 30-minute for our entry confirmation. So when we get our entry confirmation on the 30-minute, then you can sell back down from that zone. So guys, thank you for staying in this video. I love you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, because I'll be dropping more videos for you, more analysis, and we'll be trading together. So I'll be entering this trade on my 5K Profem account, my Marble Profem account, and I'll be showing it to you whichever way it also goes. So guys, I love you. Peace.